is going on, guys? I am the FT Guru, bringing to you guys another episode of my fantasy sports podcast. We have every single MLB team playing tonight, making for a fat main slate. There's a lot to look into, a lot of research, and no weather issues either. So that's always a great thing to not have to worry about. I'm also going to be announcing the winner of my FIFA World Cup Pass giveaway. I got a bunch of retweets on that. I'll pick it right here on this video so you guys know there's no fluke. And I will do that very momentarily. Just before we get into things, I just wanted to thank you guys for whoever participated in this. 96 retweets. I'm extremely excited for the World Cup. It's going to be really fun to play on FanDuel. FanDuel made a couple point changes. Goalies get, you got to look into it, but goalies get points for a win now. Defenders get points for a clean sheet. It's going to be, they did a lot of good changes. I'm really excited. If you guys want to get the pass, definitely message me. Soccer is a tough sport to nail down, but I got a couple of buddies, couple of workers that know what they're doing. I even know what I'm doing a little bit as well. We're going to team up throughout the World Cup and hopefully profit in some cash. So, before we get into things, by the way, Cumberland, I'm just recently on it. Dunkin' Donuts can go suck a fatty because Cumberland is just so much better. It's only 99 cents. I mean, they should pay me for this advertising, but they got it right. It's like you go, you make your own coffee, so if you don't like the taste of it, it's your fuck up. So it's a win-win situation for them. I don't even know how they afford to do 99-cent larges like that, but I've been drinking them every single day and it gets me on another level. It's pretty sweet. So this giveaway, without further ado, I'm going to jump into the retweets. And I'm going to randomly scroll, close my eyes. Charles Montana. You're actually a pretty frequent guy. Definitely enjoy giving it to you because you've been with me for a while. So if you see this, if you don't end up messaging me later, I will DM you myself. But hopefully you see this in the video. And you know that you won at Charles Brown 758. Again, thank you guys for retweeting. We have plenty of other giveaways and chances to win Guru credits as we go along. Just stay tuned on Twitter. And now I'm going to jump into tonight's slate. The pitching isn't the best, honestly. For 15 games, you would think that there's a little bit better pitching out there, but there's not many locks. For my advice here, I'd probably tell you to pick Miles Michaelis. He's just got a great matchup at home against San Diego. He's coming off of an awesome performance against the Marlins at home, so he's in a really good groove. He's a big favorite tonight. 9,300 though. That salary is just a little bit too much for me. I think that that will scare some people away. It almost scares me away, but he's definitely a good cash game play. But I'm gonna look more into pitching as we go. I really just picked 4 batters to mention to you guys that I really like. You could also look at Eduardo Rodriguez for GPP, just because he's in an awesome groove, and the Orioles literally don't know how to win a baseball game anymore. I don't know how long they're gonna go with Buck Showalter and all the guys they have. They need to trade away Machado, Adam Jones. They got to get some type of value in return for them while they can. Chris Davis is so miserable. If he's somehow in this lineup tonight against the lefty Rodriguez, that lefty-lefty matchup, that could easily be 2 or 3 Ks for Rodriguez right there. So the Orioles have nothing to offer. The only scary guy in this lineup, Jones has been good too, but Machado's really the only scary guy. But he's a great GPP option. I don't know if I trust him enough in cash games at 8,500. For the bats, one guy I'm looking at is Jason Hayward. Again, I'm doing this pretty early. I don't know all the lineups. The Cubs lineup is not out yet, but he's been hitting first or second the past week or so, and he's been on fire lately. He's looking like the old Jason Hayward of the St. Louis Cardinals. 281 average, and if you look at his game log since June 6th, which is basically the past week, He's been absolutely on fire. He has a double in basically every game there, and he had a huge game tying hit in last night's game. So he's coming in this game with a ton of confidence. 2,800 is just too cheap of a price. Great matchup against Chase Anderson, the righty. You can see he's got that 4.57 ERA, nothing to write home about. Hayward's in an awesome spot tonight. Definitely a good cash game play, in my opinion. Another great cash game play that might go under the radar a little bit. Kind of caught my eye. I wasn't even thinking about looking this way, but take a look at Matt Duffy. 2,600 leading off. He's got an awesome righty-lefty matchup against Jaime Garcia. Low-key batting 320 this year. He was a really, really good player in San Francisco. He was always under the radar, but he had a couple of awesome stretches over there in San Francisco, and then he got hurt last year, and now he's come back and just low-key having a great year. I mean, his game log is phenomenal. He's not a huge power hitter, but he's going to get on base, and last game he stole base, so he's shown he's got the speed. He's just a consistent guy. At 2,600, you're getting your bang for your buck there, so I definitely like Matt Duffy at third tonight for 2,600. I'm just trying to suggest some bats to some value bats so you guys can pick your own studs on your own. Just keep you at a nice low base salary for the few guys that I do mention. Another guy I'm looking at is Eduardo Nunez on the Red Sox. He is shockingly leading off tonight. He hasn't been great as of late, but anyone leading off for the Red Sox at a price like $3,000 is always great, because if he gets on, he's got guys like Andrew Benintendi, JD Martinez, Mitch Moreland, Xander Bogaerts, just some of the hottest hitters in baseball and the best hitters in baseball coming up right after him, and he could easily score runs. He's got a better chance than anyone on the slate to score if he gets on base. The Sox are facing David Hess, who I think they touched him up pretty well last time. Let me just check here. I'm pretty sure he played the Red Sox last time the Orioles faced the Red Sox. Let's see. Yeah, May 20th. He went 4 2/3, gave up 8 hits, so he wasn't fooling those Sox hitters at all. I just like Nunez in his spot tonight leading off. Like I said, definitely a good position, because the Red Sox can easily score a bunch of runs tonight in Baltimore. One last guy I'm looking at tonight is a guy that I actually don't think I've picked all year. That's Freddy Freeman. He's just been an absolute stud all year. 340 batting average. He's got an awesome matchup tonight against Zach Wheeler. Righty-lefty matchup. The Braves are projected a pretty high total amount of runs tonight. Expect Freeman to be the bulk of those runs, because he's just an absolute stud. I was watching MLB Network this morning, and they were doing the All-Star ballot votes so far, and he's leading the way in votes for the NL right now, and very, very obvious why. Batting 340, absolute stud. He's definitely worth picking tonight in cash games, even at that elevated 4,800 salary. I was thinking about picking Lindor again, but he's just been in kind of a funk as of late, and his price went up a bunch. It was 4,400 yesterday. It's 4,900 today. I mean, he's still in a great spot against James Shields. All those Indians are, but I'd rather spend up for Freeman. He's just the hotter hitter. If you look at Lindor lately, he had that 3 for 5 game 2 games ago, but other than that, way too many zeros. Just kind of scaring me off tonight. Freeman is the guy I'm gonna be looking at to spend up for. That's going to do it for today's episode, guys. I hope you use these picks, because I think they're going to put you in a pretty good spot tonight. If you know, or if you need full lineups, you know where to go. Just go over to fd-guru.com and check it out if you haven't yet, and buy some credits so you can get memberships or individual lineups. Until next time, guys, I'm the FD Guru, and I'm signing off.